Hollie Cooper here at the Edinburgh Fringe with Amy Gledhill and David Callaghan. How are you both?
Very well.
Very well.
Very well. Very hungover.
Yeah.
I'm more hungover than David, and we've just had a bit of a competition to see who's the biggest party animal. And it's me.
Amy Gledhill.
It's me. Hi.
Do you have a medal?
No, I've got a sweet. I've got a sweet in my
She
mouth.
has a medal-shaped bruise on her back from grinding late on.
Great.
So, how's the Edinburgh Fringe going so far?
Really good, thank you. We're brilliant, and Amy's ruining it, if anything. Keep staying up really late at night. I go to bed, what, 9:30?
9 a.m.
9 a.m. I go to bed 9 a.m. and then I sleep in stasis until the show, and you wake me up.
Yeah.
So I'm rolled in a little box, and then Amy, there's like a little slit in the top, and I open it, and I go, "What's the password?" And you go, "Comedy," and then I pop out, and I do half an hour of comedy, and then I get back in the box, and she wheels me home. So in that sense, we're very much a traditional couple double act. I watched The Monsters, and I thought it was how to live your life. So yeah, it's all right, isn't it?
Yes.
Good.
Are you guys ready to Trivial Pursuit yourselves?
Yeah.
Okay, roll
What
the
is
dice.
that? Yeah.
Oh, okay, so the Trivial Pursuit itself is it's the style of Trivial Pursuit. You roll the dice, and then that'll land on a category which it's not actually proper Trivial Pursuit questions. These aren't the official cards.
You're not going to win this time. Can I
Ladies
go
first, yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so that's. I think the dice might be
brown
weighted
colour.
because that comes up regularly. The art and literature. Oh, okay. So the Etchy Sketch tattoo kit is now out. What is the first thing you draw and who on?
Question 1. What did any of those words mean?
Do you not know Etchy Sketch?
I know what an
Yeah.
sketch is, but it's a tattoo kit?
Well, as in like it's a new thing. Oh, it's not really a new thing. I just made it up.
What?
But you can have.
Oh, right. I understand the game now.
Sorry, David doesn't understand what humour or comedy is, and I'm finding this increasingly difficult to work with throughout the festival.
It is a day-on-day battle.
Okay, so Etchy Sketch. Who would I tattoo, and what would I tattoo? I would tattoo Noel Edmonds' face on the back of anyone that I hated, and hope that they would get constantly punched. Is that mean?
My memory of
What does
etch
it
a sketches is you could only really do squares and then occasional diagonals. So to make it good, you would have to tattoo someone who had a very angular face.
Yeah.
Noel Edmonds?
Keira Knightley.
Keira Knightley would be good.
I would tattoo Noel Edmonds' face onto Keira Knightley's already quite punchable face. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I don't know why I'm saying this. I never say nasty things about people, and
No,
I've just
you don't.
slagged off two
Starts doing an interview.
A-listers.
Good idea.
Edmonds is coming after us. He's not coming to the show.
No deal. Green.
Science and nature.
For the listeners at home, green.
What super? Oh, I think you might have covered this in your show. What superhuman power would you like to have?
Well,
Are you going to do material now?
could do
Make me
it.
look like a dick.
my superhero... No, I don't know. What would my superhero power be? In the show, I say it's... my superhero name would be Deed Pole, and then my power would be to arbitrarily change other people's names. And then there's a punchline that you'll have to come to watch it. But it's... I mean, what a setup. Come on, that's going to be the best joke ever. I don't know. I'd probably... time travel, but you have to be in drag. Is that weird?
Yeah.
So yeah, okay. So I could only really time
weird.
travel back to Shakespearean plays and the late work of Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's the only two things that I could really go back in the past to do. But I feel like that would be worthwhile. I'm not that ambitious.
Next question. Hollie. Next. Shall I roll?
Roll away.
So sorry.
Orange.
Any sporting comedy strain/injuries at the beginning of your career?
Just done one now.
Was that
No. Oh, can I say, right, very quickly I'm going to tell you about one that I saw, and it was the best night of my life. So we was in this competition, and there was a brilliant comedian called Eddie Hurst, and he was the last act on of the night, and it was competition to win money, so everyone was quite nervous. And I could see him pacing before he went on stage, and they went, "Please welcome to the stage, Eddie Hurst!" And he like went, "Whoa!" and walked to the stage with a guitar on his back. But then as he went to get on the stage, he caught his foot, and he tripped onto the stage, but then landed with his stomach on a stool, which then tipped and catapulted him to the other side of the stage, where he nutted the sound desk. and he stood up and his face was bleeding. I'm sorry, Eddie, for laughing. His face was really bleeding. And he tried to carry on, and the audience looked terrified about the blood. And the people that ran the competition was like, right, you've got to stop and get off. And he's like, no, I can carry on. He left. He had to have.
No. I carry on.
You know Eddie. You met Eddie.
You're very good at voices.
Eddie Tatsiki Hurst.
Wonderful storyteller. Amy Gledhill.
And and then he went and got his nose fixed and came back on, and it was quite awkward because obviously the audience waited half an hour, and then he came on and did like 4 more minutes, and everyone was just worried about him. So that's the one that I've seen.
That's got to be the greatest one. Okay, one more roll of the dice, please, David.
Okay.
Yellow. Favourite historical character?
I mean, everyone's going to choose Hitler, aren't they? But so I can't go for him. I mean, historical character. It's a good one. Goebbels, probably Goebbels. He was the mastermind, wasn't he? Hitler's just the face.
Please say something nicer so people come to our show.
Jesus.
Oh God.
I don't know. My favourite historical character. I love the Vikings. I've got a big love for the Vikings because I think all of the Vikings, all of Norse mythology is based on quests, and that's where all their morality comes from. So when they would go out on a quest, a Vik is a town or a cove, so they'd all go together and they'd all trust each other, and then they became a Viking when they went out together, and they'd all protect each other to the death. So I kind of feel like that's what I want my audiences to be like, that we're all going out together and we'll all protect each other and it'll all be really nice. But increasingly, it is more like the Holocaust.
Can you edit David out of this completely?
I'm so sorry. I don't know why I've done that.
What was that? What was it?
Story about the Vikings.
Oh, Hitler. Jesus. History facts. That's the next year's show written for Callaghan. Go and see that. He'll be doing that on his own, very much on his own, in a room with no audience.
They'll trust me though.
So guys, to bring it back to your show, first of all, tell us how you kind of came to be like a duo. Although you suppose you do it like an individual.
Yeah, we're not.
Where did we meet?
Sunderland Comedy Festival at one of the worst gigs I've ever done.
Yeah, top 5 for me.
Yeah. And I think we bonded over a mutual hate of the night and ourselves.
It's since been cancelled, Sunderland Comedy Festival. It was the 1 year it ran for, and I love Sunderland. I'd love I'm a big fan of Sunderland. I would love there to be really good comedy nights there, but the people who were running it were just insane, actually insane. They tried to run it downstairs in the bar when there was a huge upstairs room with a stage and microphone and PA cell.
Might as well have had a big banner saying "comedy" here.
Yeah.
And they went, "No, we'll put it in the bar with the stag do."
Yeah. And so people were just walking in and out, and we ended up we got it moved upstairs. But the guys behind the bar were going, "Do you want to use the big room upstairs?" And the organisers were going, "No, it's fine here." What I really like from an audience is where they can just walk in and out in the middle of setups and punchlines and shout things.
You can set up a microphone in the urinals. That's where we should do it. I've decided.
Yeah. So that's where we first met, and then my cousin Daniel is part of the Live Naked Idiots from Hull. So he's one of the founding members. I mean, there's only 4 of them, I don't know why I said that, but he's one of them. So I go down do gigs with them quite often, and then so does Amy. Amy's from Hull originally, but she's a filthy sellout, gone to London. So yeah, and that's how we started doing comedy together. And then I think I don't know, were you planning on doing a show this year?
No, David said I had to, or he'd kill my family.
Contractually obliged. Yeah. Shouldn't have signed the contract, mate. Disappointing.
And tell us about the show to people that haven't been to see it yet.
It's really good. That's my bit.
Yeah. And my bit's average. I mean, it's poor to average. But come anyway and you'll feel better about yourself and your life.
I feel the people you should ask about this are the 2 baffled Spanish ladies who came on Sunday, who sat smiling the whole way through, not really understanding any of it.
They loved my bit because you don't need words for my bit. You just laugh at my face. Oh, I'm confused.
They found my wordplay. I think the term is impenetrable.
It was that Viking quest bit. They hated that.
I like the Viking. Yeah, I think, but they enjoyed it. They actually enjoyed it. I think it's a really warm atmosphere that we create, despite the fact, even if you don't speak the same language as us.
Yeah.
We actually do really nice stuff for an hour, and that's a nice place to be.
And the good thing is our venue's really supportive, and for people that don't speak English, they put a television screen above our heads and play sport.
Yeah.
So if you're like, hey, I don't know what this comedy's about, you can just watch the football right above us.
So often when I've been watching Stuart Lee, I've done your kid, and I thought, there needs to be more motocross in this. I need to see the world's greatest motocross disasters just punctuating in between the comedy, and I feel like I appreciate it a lot more.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I go and watch really good stand-ups, I will just get my phone out and watch things just in between jokes. I'll just watch a little bit of while they're talking.
Skateboarding.
Yeah, exactly.
Skateboarding.
That's what's great about our venue, and anyone can walk in and out all the time. That's brilliant. Just talk.
Get your food served.
Yeah, you get your food served.
Nachos crossing the stage.
I mean, you'd think the bar staff would go, maybe not while the show's on, but no, they love money, so they love money, and we love being irritated, so it's really good all round. It's a win-win.
Good balance.
It's a good balance, yeah.
Amy Gledhill and David Callaghan, thank you very much.
Thank you. Sorry about the Hitler stuff.